I'm gonna start this year's content off with some very real shit, okay? Happy New Year, by the way. I hope you guys all had a nice time. I hope you all had a safe time, and I hope you are not too hungover. 2023 was a really kind of pivotal year for me just as a person. I feel like I grew a lot and I experienced a lot. First whole year of raising my first kid. My mom was diagnosed with an aggressive form of breast cancer. Thankfully, she is in remission, which is amazing. I'm not sure if I've shared that on YouTube. If there's one thing I can say about myself that came out of the last year, I finally am at a place where I really don't care what people think. I'm so grateful to have my YouTube channel, no matter if people love me, if they don't like me. You know, my mom has always said I have a strong personality and not everyone is going to like me. She's been telling me that since I was a kid. And honestly, it's true. And I fully accept that this year. The first video I wanted to make in the new year is about money. I posted on Instagram several weeks back asking for questions in which you could ask me anything about my job, about social media. So I figured I would answer a few of them on YouTube, and I thought the first one I would answer would be about money because that was the top question. How much I make, how do I make money, those kinds of things. And I do have another video that I made a few years back and where I like showed you guys the revenue I made from individual videos. But today I thought I would show you how much money I have made total from YouTube. Not including partnerships with brands or sponsorships, but just how much money I have made from having a YouTube channel through AdSense. So this is revenue that I have generated from posting videos on my channel. And when you see an ad, whether or not you skip it, on my videos, I'm making money from that. I thought it would be really interesting because I have never even checked this before, so this will be new information to me as well, although I file my taxes every year properly, so I have like a rough estimate in my head of how much I've made, but I don't know the exact number. So really what I'm going to do is open my computer and pull up my analytics, and there's a section in my analytics, which I believe will show how much money I've made the whole time I've been on YouTube. A lot of people on the internet seem to think that my boyfriend supports me and that I don't really make that much money from social media. So if anything, this will probably prove that you can definitely make a career from social media, even if you don't have a very vast or incredibly substantial following. Okay, so let's just do this. So I'm going to go into my analytics and just do a screen recording while I'm talking to you guys. Okay, so I've currently just logged into my YouTube channel. I have my computer. It's very dirty, like a lot of smudges. But anyways, I'm just going to go right into my YouTube studio. Shout out to Rhea Moon. Love her ASMR. I've been watching so much of it lately. All right, so I am at my channel dashboard. You can see this is my latest video. I'm gonna go into my analytics and it's immediately gonna show my revenue from this past month, which is $4,700, $4,715.37. That's my ad revenue that I made in the last 28 days. And I have not posted a video at all. So that's the amount of money that I made without posting any content at all. I mean, obviously, I'm making it from the content I've posted in the past, but yeah, this is, I think, probably the lowest amount I've ever made in a month. Like the past year, as you guys know, I have not been posting a lot of videos. I have tried, but it's been really difficult with Honor. I do have a new strategy for the new year, but yeah, I haven't posted a lot of videos, but as you can see, I'm still making like a decent amount of revenue. If I made $4,700 every month for a year, that is $56,400. So that's like a salary for essentially just making money off my pre-existing videos. These are really, really low views. I mean, at the peak of my channel, like when I was posting a lot, I could be getting like 4 million views in a month. My revenue at its peak could be $20,000 in a month. I'm obviously not making that right now. But yeah, if I navigate over to the side, I can see like my analytics for the last 7 days, last 28 days, the last 3 months, or the last year. And then below that is my lifetime analytics. And like I said, I've never checked them. If I have checked them, it has not been recently. So we're gonna do it together. and you guys are gonna see how much money I have made since I started my YouTube channel. Here we go. Okay, so my total revenue from just ads on YouTube has been $610,464.83. So if I navigate over here to the revenue section, it will show how much money I've made every single day since I started my YouTube channel. And I started in 2009. Wednesday, April 22nd, 2009. So long ago. And then like for many, many years, I did not make a lot of money. I mean, there's a few days where I made like 15 bucks. But other than that, it's just, you know, $1, some cents, whatever. I mean, that adds up over the years. But I didn't really start making money until 2018. I don't even know if that's when I quit my job. Maybe it is. 2019 seems to be where I kind of started making more consistent money every day. We'll just say it was 5 years ago total, okay? And in that time, that's predominantly when I have made the bulk of my revenue. So in the last 5-ish years, I have made over $600,000 from just ad revenue on YouTube. That does not include any sponsorships, which can be considerably more than AdSense or ad revenue. There were definitely some years where I made more money, and there were some years where I made a lot less money on AdSense. I think, let's see, we can even see how much I made in 2023 when I, you know, didn't post a ton. My ad revenue was almost $76,000. And I mean, that's pretty legit, you guys, you know, for not really making a lot of content. And I know people will have a lot to say about that, but also in Los Angeles or surrounding areas, $75,000 on its own is not that much after taxes. Like, it's not a ton of money to be paying rent in a very expensive city and to be supporting yourself in a very expensive city. However, I did do a decent amount of sponsorships, and like I said, that is where the bulk of income comes for most influencers, I would say. There's definitely exceptions to that rule, like creators who have just such a tremendous amount of view time. I mean, they are probably killing it through ad revenue. And I think for me, like for my little channel and my little corner of the internet, to me, this is like a tremendous amount of money. If I didn't live in LA, it would be a lot more money, but you know, it's enabled me to support myself, support my daughter, buy a home for myself, not in Los Angeles, but in Washington, DC, as you guys know. And yeah, this has been like a very livable income for me. Basically, on average alone, I'm making 6 figures just from ad revenue on YouTube. And then you have to think, if you add in like a sponsorship or 2 every month, I mean, we can really be talking about an entire like yearly salary that you can make in a month. That's the truth. I mean, depending on what you consider a yearly salary. When I was working in New York, I don't even know if this is like okay information to share, but when I had a full-time job in New York City and I was working in fashion, I was making $28,000 a year, which is not, to me, is not a livable income, especially in New York. And that's why I also was, you know, dancing and bartending to subsidize my income, or to just make enough money to like live in New York. But anyways, yeah, I thought this would be a great place to start, show you guys what's really up with YouTube creators and the potential to make money. There's a ton of content I want to make regarding finances and budgeting. Like, I want to talk about how I budget my money, how I'm able to afford some of the things that I'm able to afford, because that's something that people ask often. And just I don't know, in 2024, letting go of any criticism. I mean, I like watching content where people talk about these types of topics, and I know it can bring up things that maybe are uncomfortable for some people, but this is the type of content that interests me, And if it interests you as well, please let me know. If there's anything specific that you want to see on my channel in 2024, let me know below. I will end this video by saying I do fully intend to post more this year, and my plan involves a little bit of help with Honor. I was so hesitant. Like, I didn't want a nanny, and I was really hesitant to hire any type of childcare or have any type of childcare for Honor, because I love being with her, and I'm so lucky to be able to spend the vast majority of my time with her and to be like her primary caretaker, essentially. I don't know, it's like really like the greatest gift of my life and something I love way more than I even thought I would. But you just can't do it all. Like, you can't be a mom and a career woman and a house cleaner and the chef of the house. You can't do it all without help. And that help can look different for everybody. But for me, this year, what I am open to doing is hiring a babysitter. And I have found 2. So it's not like I'm having childcare Monday through Friday or anything like that. I'm just hiring somebody to start with, probably once a week, so that I can do a little bit of work, do a little bit of editing, do some things that I need to do. So hopefully that is the start of a new plan for my YouTube channel this year. And there's a lot I want to share. So yeah, if there's something that you want to see from me, whether it's regarding money or finances or relationships, like, there's a lot of content I want to talk about regarding relationships. And I know that is going to be some of my more controversial content. If there's anything you want to see regarding those things or just life in general, feel free to leave it below. I would like to just do whatever I feel like doing on any given day. And if like something comes up that I want to talk about, I want to just be able to candidly talk about it without feeling like I have to censor my opinions or censor the conversation. I think this is where I will end this video. I hope you guys are all having an amazing start to the year. I hope this is a great year for all of us. I feel like it's going to be a good year for me and for my family. So I will see you guys all in my next video, and I will talk to you then.